So in this presentation, we're going to talk about merit badges, which should be a lot of fun.
Well, merit badges are fun in themselves.
Well,
aren't
my
they?
Scouts certainly enjoy earning them, and I enjoy working with them.
Absolutely. Mine do too.
We're going to talk about the benefits of the merit badge program, some records keeping issues, counselors, and all sorts of things.
People make it through to the end of the presentation. We have some miscellaneous things about merit badges that they might not know.
Oh, excellent. So maybe I'll learn something too.
Maybe I will.
So some of the benefits of merit badges are readily apparent.
Yeah, I agree. Some aren't so easy to see though.
And that's one of the great things about the program. There's a lot of subtle things that you don't see until you've been in it for a while.
That's right.
So it's obvious that the Scouts, learn new skills that sometimes turn into lifetime hobbies, or in some cases even inspire someone to pursue a career.
Yeah, but you forgot about the most important benefit of earning a merit badge, Lisa.
What's the most important part of earning a merit badge?
You get a patch.
Oh, I forgot the patch. Definitely.
Yeah, Scouts who go through the process of earning a merit badge experience those less tangible results.
Definitely. One of my favorite things that my Scouts learn is the confidence that they get from doing something difficult and being able to achieve it.
Yeah, and I really think it improves their social skills as well.
Being able to call an adult you don't know is a very valuable skill. So Scouts can actually earn merit badges in a number of different ways.
Museums and schools and other organizations offer merit badge programs. There are merit badge fairs and clinics, and there's also merit badges that are instructed at summer camps. So some of these are in group settings, and some of them are more individual settings.
But no matter how they earn the merit badge, I know they gain a lot of confidence from succeeding in having accomplished a specific goal.
In the instance where they contact a merit badge counselor and they're working outside of this group approach, they're also developing social skills and the self-reliance of working with adults they may not be familiar with.
The counselors that they interact with also serve as good role models for the Scouts. They get to learn with someone that they haven't met before and haven't interacted with before. It makes them learn about something in a new way.
I guess what we really need to spend a little time doing is explaining how this whole merit badge system works.
That would probably be a good thing. So why don't we start where the Scouts start by asking for an application for a merit badge, or the blue card.
Ooh, the famous blue card. I've seen quite a few of these before.
It's important for people to remember that the blue card is the only nationally recognized merit badge record. It's been changed from time to time, but it contains 3 pieces and all the information needed for proper posting and tracking of merit badge accomplishments.
I understand what you're saying, but I think I've seen other types of blue cards, though.
Yeah, that's true, Clark. For very large events like, the National Scout Jamboree, there may be a special form with a different size or maybe even a different color that is approved by the National Council. But for local councils and districts, they do not have the authority to use anything other than the blue card.
So the message is we need to stick with the blue card we're looking at right now.
If you think about it, if a Scout goes to another council or another district and earns a merit badge and then takes that back home, having a nationally recognized card makes it easy for everyone. There have, in fact, been cases where a Scouts unit or district has not accepted alternatives to the blue card.
So the application for a merit badge is really what a blue card's called, and it has 3 parts.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about the way that the first part works. So I'm a Scoutmaster. One of my Scouts wants to earn a merit badge. How does he start?
Well, the first step is helping him find a counselor. Your council or district will have a list of registered counselors.
Okay, now do I assign a counselor to him?
Although it is the Scoutmaster's responsibility to ensure that the Scout uses an approved counselor, you wouldn't make an assignment, but you do need to recommend at least one counselor. The Scout may have one in mind, or he may be planning to take advantage of opportunities at merit badge fairs or midways, or at rock climbing gyms or whitewater rafting trips that provide merit badge instruction. This is acceptable, but the unit leader should consider the recommendation and approve it if it's appropriate. Whatever the source, all merit badge counselors must be registered and approved by a council.
You said appropriate. Now, is that in the sense that I think it's a good idea that he does the merit badge?
It's more than just saying okay. A preliminary merit badge discussion can lead to conversations about the Scout's talents and interests, goal setting, and the concept of challenge by choice.
Challenge by choice. What does that mean?
This is the idea that it's the Scout's choice to challenge the merit badge. You can use this opportunity to have a discussion with the Scout, much like those of a well-done Scoutmaster conference.
I can see that, but what if I think he shouldn't challenge the particular merit badge for some reason?
Is the counselor he wants to use registered and approved?
Yeah.
Then why would you want to stop the Scout from earning the badge?
Well, what if I think he's too young, or if he already has too many badges in progress, or if I'd rather he be working on something else?
Those are certainly valid concerns to discuss with the Scout, but you don't get to deny him the opportunity to challenge a merit badge.
So I can discuss his concerns with him, but I am not supposed to deny him the opportunity to challenge a merit badge of his choice.
That is correct. You can discuss the process with the Scout and see if he has any questions, but you can't deny him that opportunity.
Okay, then what happens?
Once you've assured yourself that he'll be working with a registered and approved counselor, you sign the front of the blue card indicating that you've had this conversation, and he can start working with the counselor.
Oh, great. So the Scout contacts the approved counselor.
And they get together and discuss the requirements so the Scout knows what he's expected to do.
All right, and then the Scout completes the requirements exactly as they're written.
And then the Scout and the counselor meet when the Scout has done all the requirements, and the counselor verifies that everything has been done appropriately.
And then the counselor signs the blue card to indicate that it's been completed, and the Scout returns the blue card to the unit advancement coordinator.
And they take care of recording it, and then the Scout gets the all-important patch.
Hooray. All right, so in these meetings and things with his counselor, does a Scout just go by himself to meet with the counselor?
Well, just like everything else in Scouting, you have to follow youth protection guidelines. So just a Scout and a counselor meeting together is not acceptable. Ideally, the Scout would ask a friend to work on the same merit badge with him. That's good for both of them. If he doesn't have a friend working on the same merit badge, he has to bring some kind of a buddy. So it could be a friend, a sibling, a grandparent.
Sometimes we have like merit badge midways, and sometimes we end up at like a rock climbing gym or a whitewater place or something where merit badges are taught in groups. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yes. A counselor can teach at a group. Interactive group discussions are great. And a lot of times that's a very efficient way to make use of limited counselor time. However, you still have to attend to each individual Scout and make sure that each one individually and personally fulfilled all the requirements.
Every once in a while, a guy begins a merit badge and he doesn't get it finished, and he starts it with one counselor. Does he have to finish the merit badge with that same counselor?
No. The blue card actually has a place where a counselor can sign off on some requirements. So if some requirements have been finished but not others, the Scout can get what's called a partial. After that, when he goes and works on some more requirements, he can have those signed off by the same counselor or by a different counselor. The only restriction is that partials have to be finished and all the requirements have to be completed before the Scout's 18th birthday.
So who can serve as a merit badge counselor?
Well, before working with Scouts, counselors, of course, must have completed youth protection training within the last 2 years. They have to be men or women of good character, at least age 18, and recognized as having skills or education in the specific subject of the merit badge. They have to maintain registration with the Boy Scouts of America as a merit badge counselor, and they have to be approved by their local council for each merit badge that they counsel.
Can a counselor only be certified for like a given number of badges, like 5 or 6, or?
There's no limit to the number of merit badges that an individual can counsel as long as they have education and skills in the subject matter of the merit badges.
How many badges can a Scout earn from one counselor?
Again, there's no limit on the number of merit badges that a Scout can earn from one counselor. And approved counselors can work with and sign cards for any member, including their own sons, wards, or relatives.
So theoretically, a Scout could work with one counselor to earn a lot of badges. I mean, that somehow just doesn't seem right.
Theoretically, yes, but it's not very common. Remember, it's the Council Advancement Committee that's setting the bar for education and skills in the subject area. Besides, we want to stress the importance of broadening horizons. Scouts meeting with counselors beyond their families and even beyond their own unit are doing that. They benefit from the perspectives of many teachers and will learn more as a result. We want to encourage them to reach out to additional counselors.
I could address that when I'm talking to the Scout when he brings me the blue card to sign.
Definitely. You can encourage him to reach out beyond the usual counselors.
But I shouldn't prevent him from working with a given counselor on a given badge.
Not unless the counselor is unregistered or not approved for that badge. If there's a serious concern about the counselor's qualifications or actions, then you'd really want to alert your counsel's advancement committee.
So all I need to do to become a merit badge counselor is register with the council, have youth protection training, and that's about it, right?
In most cases, that's true. There's a few badges that involve activities for which the Boy Scouts of America have implemented special strategies to improve safety, improve the Scouts' experiences, and manage the risk. A lot of times these are things that require supervision with specialized current qualifications and certifications. And merit badge counselors who don't meet those specific requirements may use the services of other people who do.
Okay, and which badges are those?
You'll want to check the Guide to Advancement, the Guide to Safe Scouting, and the merit badge pamphlets for the most current information, of course. But in general, these are ones that involve swimming, watercraft activities, CPR, climbing, rifle shooting, shotgun shooting, and so on.
So some merit badges that are especially prone to risk or need a very high level of expertise and supervision, there's going to be additional certifications for those.
Correct.
Okay, so if I'm a registered adult leader, for instance, I'm already registered as a Scoutmaster, does that automatically make me a merit badge counselor?
No, you have to fill out a merit badge counselor information form and then a separate adult leader application.
Even if I'm already a registered leader, I need to fill out a second application.
That is correct.
So do counselors have to attend any kind of special training or anything like that?
Well, as registered adult leaders, of course, they must be current on their youth protection training, but there's no additional training required for merit badge counselors. There is a guide for merit badge counseling that explains the aims, methods, and mission of the Boy Scouts and how the merit badge program supports that.
And for those who want more training, there is an orientation program that can be used one-on-one or in group settings. It can be found at the website listed. Well, I know merit badge requirements change from time to time. They get revised. And how does that work if I have a Scouts working on a merit badge and I find out that the requirements have been revised for that merit badge?
Okay, well, all revisions to merit badges become effective on January 1st. Okay. So if a Scout has already started working on a merit badge before January 1st, it's his choice whether he wants to continue working under the old requirements or whether he wants to switch and use the new requirements. If he starts working after January 1st, then he's required to use the new requirements.
And so revisions and requirements, they're usually announced a fair amount ahead of time, right?
Oh, yes. They're usually announced way ahead of time.
I've got an idea for this great new merit badge. Who would I talk to about that?
The best place to send ideas for new merit badges is to the email address that's on the slide, meritbadge@scouting.org. There's a very thorough process where they look at all those ideas. They get feedback from Scout-age boys to see if this interests them. And there's a very long process to decide when a new merit badge is going to be introduced.
What about if I'm a counselor of a merit badge and I think that requirements should be revised for that merit badge?
You can use the same email address to send those suggestions. Certainly, typographical errors and things that need to be updated to be brought in line with current standards are great things to point out to the national team. They've gotten a lot of good feedback from the merit badge counselors in the field to use for things like correcting errors, updating material, enhancing content, to make this a better experience for the Scouts.
So I know it's rare, but every once in a while a merit badge is dropped and it's not available anymore.
Correct. Those are called discontinued merit badges. If a Scout has started working on a merit badge before it was discontinued, he can continue working on it. He can earn the badge. It will count towards rank advancement, but he may or may not be able to get the patch depending on if the patches are available.
What about the Eagle required merit badges where a Scout can select from any 4 or any 3 alternatives to apply as an Eagle required merit badge?
If a Scout is working on Star or Life, there are several groupings of merit badges. Only one of each group counts towards Eagle, but multiples can be counted for the Star or Life rank. For example, a Scout could earn Emergency Preparedness and Life Saving. Both of those would count as an Eagle required towards the Life rank, but only one of them would count as an Eagle required for the Eagle rank. And then the other one could be used as a optional merit badge for the Eagle rank towards the total of 21.
Can a scout have a merit badge taken away from him for disciplinary reasons or something like that?
Nope. Once it's earned, it's earned.
Okay, what if a scout brings us a blue card and we find that the merit badge counselor wasn't properly documented or something like that?
Once it's earned, it's earned. You can't penalize the scout for the mistakes of an adult.
Ah, okay. What if we have an unsuitable counselor or those who don't follow BSA procedures? Can we take a merit badge away based on that?
No, once it's earned, it's earned. You can't take the merit badge away from the scout. However, counselors who don't follow BSA procedures or those who are unsuitable should be reported to the local council as soon as possible so that they can be removed from counseling in the future.
Okay. What if I think a scout is taking too long to complete a merit badge? Is there a time when the whole system kind of resets or anything?
Nope. You can never take away the requirements that he's done. Partials do not expire until the scout's 18th birthday when he stops all rank advancement.
Does a scout have to be a certain age or rank before he begins working on merit badges?
Nope. As long as he's registered with the Boy Scouts, any age scout can work on any merit badge.
At any time?
At any time.
If you have any other questions about merit badges, you can consult the Guide to Advancement 2011.
You can also talk to your district and council advancement coordinators.
Yeah, it's important to start with them. If you're still stumped, however, you can email the National Advancement Team at advancement.team@scouting.org.
So until next time, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Clark.
And
tune in again.
Tune in to what?
You know, I'm not too sure, actually.
I'm not surprised.
All right. Thanks again.
Bye.